Liz. This is so cute. Hey guys, I'm just packing orders. Packing orders while we do readings and talk about readings and consciousness and all of that funny fizzle up in here. Spirituality, all that good stuff. Lots of good conversations and discussions. Life is good. Life is grand. I took off my glasses. I usually get stuff done pretty fast when I come on here and I like do like a partial live on top of like it like keeps dropping. I have my thing broke, my ring light broke, so I'm in the process of like squaring it away. I also learned how to do my makeup different. I really like how it looks. How's everybody doing? Anything you want to talk about consciousness-wise? So how this works is my name is Erin. I'm a psychic medium. I connect with people who have crossed over, as well as do readings. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Hi, Jack. How are you doing? It's a great day. I put together my kids' bunk bed. They got like a bunk bed yesterday. I put it together today. I partially put it together because the one piece is too heavy for me to carry up. But I'm hoping that I can get in touch with like my neighbor and like pay him $20 and come over, 20 or 30 bucks to come take it and pick it upstairs because it's like heavy. That is good as hell. I really want a soda, but I shouldn't. Okay, so this is a beautiful malachite piece. We're gonna do this one because I think that's the one. I have just a couple orders that I'm packaging, so it's really easy when like I just go through and be like, this is this and this is this. But today we got lots of good stuff going on. It was such a long day. I'm kind of glad that I'm just here now. I look forward to coming on live. It's fun to me. I sold this one today in my shop, so I'm excited about that one. This one's been here for a while. I also have this one too. This is a Sunset Lab. So cool. But I sold this one today. So another one. There's lots of cool ones. This is my funky nail, or funky, my funky ring box. I have lots of funky ones in here. They're so fun. Don't look at my nails. Oh my gosh, don't do it. I'm just playing. But look, they're so fun. I have these poison rings. These are so fun. So the poison rings, they're called the poison rings because back in the day, they used to like, they open up and like the women would wear them on their fingers, or like people who had enemies, and they would put poison in them and then they would like open it up and put it in a drink, and they also call them poison rings because like a lot of the times like girls and women couldn't get divorced, so they would just off their husbands that way. Aren't they so cool? And now we call them Victorian poison rings. And I have this little, it's a fidget spinner ring. It's so fun. It used to spin really good. I need to get some WD-40 but look, I have so many cute rings. Like, look at, there it is. Hey girl, how are you doing? Bessie's in the building. Girl, look, I sold this one today. I think I remember showing you this one. Isn't that cute? I did that, and I sold the malachite. This malachite. This is a man's malachite ring. This guy's really excited about it. But yes, I'm very excited. How are you doing, boo? You guys, if you're from Hot Funny Real, hello. If not, go over to Hot Funny Real and subscribe to her. She's amazing. She's an unfiltered, authentic baddie, and we love her so much. So go subscribe to her because she's so close to 20,000 subscribers. I'm so proud of you, though. She's like, I'm here. Hi, babe. You guys, life is good. Okay, so what do we have today? Look, I had to look at this. Calvin drew this for me. Or sorry, Landon. Okay, so we have moss agate clover. I'll have to do yellow jade, flashy lab, Sonica. Okay, cool. I'm pretty good. How are you doing? I got a burrito for free today. She came in and she was like, do you want a burrito? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a burrito. Super excited about it. He's watching you. Be nice. What should I name my owl? What should I name him? He's watching you. I'm here for the sea cuppers. Well, you came to the wrong place, sugar. It's still here. Hello, owl. It's Britta. Hi, Britta. I love you. Like, think of like a random name like Eric. Like, give him like a total, like Gary. Like, this is Eric, Gary the owl. Like, he needs like a total, like, off-brand name. Free burrito. It was so exciting. I'm like, yes. I need a burrito. Look, it still has this much. I think it's from Skyline Chili. I don't know, but it tastes like Skyline Chili. Have you guys ever had Skyline Chili? If you haven't, it's revolutionizing and you need to try it. It's like the best chili ever. When I was 18, I just turned 18, and my mom drove me an hour and a half away to Clearwater Beach so that we could go to the only Skyline Chili in the entire state and eat Skyline Chili. And then we ordered like $150 worth of take-home Skyline Chili so that we could have some later. It was the best. Oh. Fred Flintstone. But it's so good. What's everybody doing? Do you guys want to ask psychic questions? What are you guys doing? Come with me to go get a bracelet for an order. There it is. It's this one. There. Pay it up. This one's so dope. It's aura hematite. Hold on. It's got like a weird frizzle thing. One time I like have an Etsy shop, and this person was like, she changed her comment later, but she was like, I got this bracelet and you can see the string when it's stretched. And I messaged her and I was like, hey, that's totally normal. See the string when it stretches because it's a stretchy bracelet. And she was like, oh, she goes, I didn't think that you were supposed to see it. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know. But she's like, I'll go change my review. I'm really happy about it anyways. And I never forgot about that. I'm like, how dare I show a string? Isn't this so nice? I love it. It's cube hematite. So each one of these are hand carved. This is a natural stone too. It's not like colored or anything like that. It's polished. But it has this oil slick color. Isn't that cool? It's so cute. Look. Was she on something? She sounded a little funky. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, there's some people though that are on, they like message me like crazy questions. Like the other day I was on Facebook Marketplace and I was like, this lady was like, I'd like to order this from you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, would you like to pay through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, right? And she was like, oh, I'll do PayPal. And I'm like, okay, well, here's my email. All you have to do is send it to the email. She goes, I put your email in, but it's asking me for your password. And I'm like, well, I can't give you my password. She goes, I'm sorry, I'm just not this good at these things. I'm like, okay, well, I'll make you a pay link. So all you have to do is click on it and put your information in like you are going to check out. And she's like, this is just getting too much over my head right now. And I'm like, that's okay. No need to buy, honey. She was stressed out though. And I feel sad for people who like don't really embrace technology and the changes of the times, because it's like times are changing. If you can't embrace like technology changing, it's going to be a hard life for you. That's how I feel like with, oh no. I hope I shipped that out. Okay. I found like an order that I was just doing. But yeah. You guys, psychic stuff. There is some energy shifting. Something as big is coming. I feel like the reason why we're feeling kind of funky is because we're all in like this in-between energy. Something happened with the eclipse. I don't know what, but I feel like things got shaken up a little bit. Like we were doing really good, like our whole like thing and doing our own thing, right? Like we were doing good when it comes to energy. I felt like we were back on like our timeline. I know that's not, I promise I'm not totally crazy, but I do believe in like quantum leaps and like CERN and stuff like that, and switching things up. But listen, I feel like everything was back on track, and then it feels like it went off again. So I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to like just figure out what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But you guys, how do you feel? Also, if you have any questions, please write it down below. We're doing a free yes or no's. And then I'm working right now. You have to have, so in order to get monetized right now on this, you have to have like 300 watch hours, right? And, or 3,000, I'm sorry. And when I first started YouTube, it was 1,000. But I've been on here for 9 years, and I really didn't push it. I pushed real hard when I was in the beginning of my channel, and then I kind of slowed down a little bit because it got difficult, and I had a bunch of kids. And then I took a while, and then I was like, okay, well, all I need to do to get monetized is get 1,000 subscribers. So last year I got to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like, yeah, I finally can get monetized. This is something I've always wanted. And I went and checked, and it says you have to have 3,000 watch hours, and I absolutely did not have that, right? Well, in February, they're changing it to 8,000, dude. So I was like, I'm going to be going live on YouTube every night so that I can get my watch hours, so I can get a part of the monetization. So if you guys can, just watch some of my videos. You don't, no pressure or anything like that, but it helps me so much. I help a girl out, help a mama with 6 kids make her dreams come true. Anyways, that's enough of that shameless plugging. Hi! Anyone here from Hot Funny Real? Hi! Heavy on the gravy. How are you doing, sugar? I'm with you, and now the last 40 hours they've been funky. They've been funky. I had a really hard day today, too. I'm like, what is going on? And everybody's like, I didn't sleep good. Like, the world's been funky. I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm dealing with people with mood swings left and right. It's crazy. Anybody here from Hot Funny Real? I don't know what that is. Hot Funny Real? That is my homegirl. She's got a pretty big channel on here. Are they live watch hours? So you can get live watch hours. Those count as your watch hours, as well as like video watch hours. So if you watch shorts, it doesn't count. But I have to have at least 3,000 watch hours. So people watch at least 3,000 hours worth of my videos, right? That's a lot. So right now I'm at 500. But when you're on live, it also helps too. So I'll be going, trying to come consistently on live because it helps. But you have to, yeah, live is, I'm blanking out. My brain is not working. Live will give you watch hours, but shorts don't. So, and it's crazy because I just had a viral reel where I just got like 40,000 views on a short, but it didn't count at all towards my watch hours. So it has to be like on this or videos. So, and I'd be posting videos about like mediumship, about psychic readings and consciousness and spirituality. And I'm going to start posting more. After I get off of here, I'm going to do another video. So, and I would like to come on and hang out. Oh, let's see what we have here. Okay, so my physical therapy appointment is tomorrow, got canceled. There's some issue between their credentials lapsing and my insurance not covering it. Will I be able to go to the appointments I have next week? Let's see here, honey. This one. So Spirit says yes, success and victory. I think a lot of it has to do with they just need to get their P's and Q's in line. I think maybe something with like a prior authorization, as well as you know, what they accept and things of that sort. Spirit says that you'll be okay next week. They'll get it sorted out, but this week it didn't work out, so you'll be okay within the next 6 days. So you'll be all right, sugar. It'll be all right. It'll work out. It'll work out, goddess. I love the for you. I'm glad it'll work out. I need... Where's my tissue paper? Where's the tissue paper? Here it is. For my Etsy. Did anybody else write? Oh, here we go. Hey, Carson, how are you doing? 4267. Ethan, welcome, honey. Welcome in. My name is Erin. If you guys are new here, I'm a psychic and a manifestation coach. We talk about all the fun, cool, fun stuff. And life is good. This is my poster. My makeup and hair is all done. How's everybody doing? My name is Erin. If you guys want to ask psychic questions, you can. Don't be afraid of me. Everybody's so afraid of me. Aura Cube Hematite. I'm doing orders right now because I also have a crystal shop. Look. There's all my orders. I have more. See, it goes up. And then we go over here. And then there's like all that stuff on the wall. I don't know if you can see it. Are you dizzy now? Are you dizzy? Hold on, let me put you back here. But I have a crystal shop, so that's why I do it. Come on. And I pack orders. So there we go. We're back. Hey, you guys. How are you doing? Hey, you guys. Okay. It's a little old. I'm showing my age. Will I get this job? Will I get a job before March 1st? Spirit says yes. It says you're very goal-oriented and focused. It shows that this energy is coming through really clearly for you. Spirit says it's just very important that you be honest about anything in the past. I think that they're not really worried so much about your past as, you know, making sure that you're just clear with them about like, hey, this is what I experienced, or any like medical things or things like that. Spirit says just be honest with them. Spirit says there's not really going to be a lot of competition, and that says you'll make this happen for yourself. I feel like it'll even be much more before March 1st. I think a lot of it is that I think that your energy is put out there, but I also feel like things have either been put on hold, or it feels like you're between a rock and a hard place, and that's why you haven't found something sooner. I think we're really looking inside of like a smaller box. You know what I mean? I think it's because you're archivist and that's what you went to school for and all of that there. But Spirit just keeps saying, just like think outside the box, think outside the box. So I think something will come for you. I absolutely know that you're going to be wonderful and great, and it's going to be great for you, babe. But I want you to think outside of the box for you, because I really feel like there's things there for you that we're not seeing because we're expecting life to turn out like in a different way. But I definitely think something's going to come before March 1st for you, okay? You got this, queen. Hi, everybody. My name is Erin. How this works is you can subscribe and get a free yes or no. We're kind of just chilling, doing readings. That's what I do. I pack orders. You girls just cheese. I'm just chilling. Life is good. How are you guys doing? Who's in here? Is anybody in here from Hot Funny Real? Please go over there and tell her that I love her. That I love her so much. And she's my little bumblebee. I'm being weird. I'm tired. This message is held for review. Hello. Try a small read bet. You'll be surprised. What's a read? What's that? Numbers and astrology. Hello, numbers and astrology. How are you doing? How are you doing? I love astrology. By the way, what's your big three? Because that way I know everything I need to know about you. I am, what, you want to guess? Do you want to guess? My weakness is gorgeous girl. No boyfriend. Must be very lucky. No boyfriend. thank you. I am a, I'll just tell you anyways, Scorpio sun, Leo rising, and Taurus moon. I know. Crazy combo. Crazy combination. The event of the best relationship. Does anybody know what movie that's from? Cap sun, Cap moon, Pisces rising. Ooh, we would get along. We would get along because I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I love a Capricorn. The hardcore, go, awesome energy, like knows what you want, very determined. I love that. And then Pisces, my stepmom was a Pisces, and I'm also a water sign, so I get it. Look at us. I promise me being a Leo rising doesn't rule my whole life. You know what's really funny is that like I was like in this thing where I like despised Leos, and then I found out my rising sign was a Leo, and I'm like, makes sense. Oh, I messed up something here. So numbers, what's the 4267 means? Please explain it always. 4267, I mean, it just depends. It could be like a remote viewing location, something along the lines of that. Like in what context, 4267? Because people see things differently, just like people can see like months as colors, but that's like more of a neurodivergent thing. 4267. It could be a Grabavoy code. There's like codes that were created by the CIA to be able to like hack your body and your mind and stuff like that. What are they called? Grabavoy codes or something? Sorry, I had to go pick something up. I know, it's annoying. I keep taking you around with me everywhere. Where are we at here? Cap sun, Cap moon. I feel like my Taurus moon runs everything because I just want to be comfortable. That's my whole life. Okay, so this is the Labradorite ring. Where's my pen? Butterfly ring. Heart. Can't be spiritual. Nothing else in ways. Ways was it? So the numbers, what's the 4267 mean? Please explain your words. So, I mean, I could like just tap in and see what the impression that I get from that specific energy. What's that leaf in the background? Which one? This? Oh, this? It's sage. It's like sage, white sage. I wish I had that much in a jar. Shoot. You look like Sandra Bullock and leave alone. Oh, what a compliment. I'm going to hold on to that. Figured. It's okay. No worries, Ethan. I just don't understand what you're asking. I can get like a vibe to it, but it's just a matter of tapping into it. This is so cool. I like it, Druzy. Look at the little Druzy moss agate skull. Isn't he so cute? I have that one. Do I have Druzy in the other one? This one also has a little Druzy. I love that. So, how's everybody doing? So my name is Erin. I am a... That's what I'm told. But hey, like I said, it's okay. That's true. Everybody's own reality is functioning all for them, you know, quantumly and all of that stuff like that. I haven't really been doing a lot of like numerology and stuff like that. Funny real, she got me into like gematria and stuff like that. She's very intelligent. She like finds really cool stuff. But it's like the meaning within like numbers and repeating numbers and stuff like that and what they reduce down to and all of that. But other than that, I don't really pick up anything with that number. But yeah. Not but everyone's reality. Never think it's one line. Not one, but everyone's realities. Never think it's one line. Hi, AMR Arif. Yes, I believe in multiple realities. Absolutely. For sure. Heck yeah, I do. That's why I think something happened during this eclipse. Everybody just feels funky, you know what I mean? The energy feels funky. How's everybody doing? Ethan, how are you doing, honey? How's your day going? Malachite ring. Oops. How did the eclipse make me feel? I felt very tired. I felt very, I just felt really drained of energy and very emotional, which is strange because I'm not normally an emotional person. I usually stay pretty high vibe, you know, I try to stay high vibe. But yesterday I was in a very, I also like to take a lot of like self-inventory, but yesterday I was in a very funky mood. I was very tired and in just like a low vibrational frequency. I was trying to get a lot of stuff done, and when it didn't happen, it was weird. But I just tried to remain calm and affirm and all of that. Other than that, I felt pretty okay. I noticed that I didn't get very much good sleep, and I know a lot of people around me didn't sleep very well. And then it's felt weird today. Like, it's felt really weird. I feel people are off. There's a couple people that I talk to all the time, which the interaction was great and fun, and we're really on it. But other people, like I've just connected with, their energy's really funky. I think maybe it just affected specific signs. I know the Aries in my life was very affected by it, and my Scorpios were fine, but my other little Aries was crazy. So yeah, she was crazy. But yeah, I think it was affected like a lot of my Aries signs, my fire signs. When 144 shows up, it's confusing. Do you like study like numerology, or is it just like you're communicated with via like numbers? Because that happens a lot. Like, I noticed that a lot of people, they'll get like information via a number, like by being able to feel exactly what that number feels. I feel like in a way it's like a code that imprints into like a clear cognizant way, and you just like kind of have this clear knowing about it for sure. That's the second time I've seen a chili pepper today, and I never see chili peppers. Like, chili peppers have really been popping up a lot. I wonder what that energy is representative of. Lots of good stuff, though, today. Hi, everybody. I see 11 a lot, but it was your... Oh, you came to the right place. So, in spirituality, it can mean a lot of different things. I personally have a sign of what 1111 means to me. To me, the general consensus is that it just means that either a loved one from heaven is trying to say hello and that they're thinking about you. Your spirit guides are letting you know that you're going in the right direction, or they're affirming that things are just moving along in the right direction. So what I see is, they're called angel numbers. So you see like 1111, 22, 22, 33, 33, or just 111, 222, 333. So when you see those, you know that you're in the right path. Me personally, when I see those, I know 1111 means yes, I'm in the right path, and I'm kind of in the beginning of that era. And 22, 22, I know that I'm in the middle. And then 33, 33, I know that I'm close to the end. But it's all affirming that I'm in the exact path that I need to be on. And a lot of times too, when you see it, you want to pay attention to what you're experiencing when you see it. So like if I see her and I'm thinking about, let's say, my ex or something like that, and I see 1111, I pay attention to what I was thinking about at that moment, what was going on around me, because a lot of the times they're trying to get your attention to give you some type of message from your spirit guides, which are also known as guardian angels. But I've been staying up super lately. I also felt like it was the Aries. Yeah, the Aries, felt it as an Aries moon. Well, you know, the Aries full moon just happened. You know, what was it, last month? It was like an Aries full moon, I believe it was. So my first memory was 1111. Not 1111, but 4267. Did you write something out? I don't understand what you're saying, babe. Sounds like something interesting, though. I'd definitely be interested to know. Life is good. So I think I just packed all my orders. That's crazy. Where's my pen? I usually have a pen in my hair. Maybe it's deep. Where's my pen? I only have a pencil? My ring gets, my malachite, or my moldavite ring keeps getting caught in my hair, and it messes up my hair, and it gets caught on everything. It's so annoying. It's like an open type ring. I wish I had I have another one, but I can't find it. It was Christmas Eve, and I was 6 years old. I seen 1111. Really? Recently, I found out my father was murdered before I was born. I love that. That's really, that's sweet. Would it be best to ask in donations? Money means answers to be looked into. I will pay. So you want to know why you're here, love? Swear to everything. No, I believe it. I believe it. A lot of the times when people pass, they actually do stick with us throughout our whole life, because a lot on the other side, the energy is completely different than what it is. Things are, yeah, but it's not, I mean, it's life, you know. Should ask real. Oh, Archangel. Ethan. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. What if we told you I remember before? Then I would 100,000,000% believe you. A lot of people remember like their past lives and things that they've experienced before. I don't. Well, but what I was saying though is that it's definitely when we pass, like time works differently over there. So for them, it's like 5 minutes while we're like walking through our life, and they're walking through life with us in a sense. And then when our life ends, that's when like everybody like kind of conversates. And I think a lot of it is that, personally, I think in some way that but how it works is that we go through life and we walk through life, and we go towards everybody that we know or that we were close with, and we walk through with them. And then when we pass, our energy still stays with them in a sense until everybody that we ever knew has passed on. And then that's when we kind of do like a realization and understanding. I mean, I remember being asked if I was sure I wanted to go to this lifetime. That is the coolest thing ever. That is so cool. What do you just like? Was it like one of your first memories? Here, Ethan, what did Ethan say? It happens when one is curious rather than others just trying to be cozier. There, many could ask, but I'm asking you. Said, yeah, I want to feel. That's freaking cool, dude. That is way cool. No, so serious. So, like, I watch those like past life, like where they like have past life regressions, or people talk about like before they're born, they remember like wanting to come and experience and like go through things and feel things. That's really freaking cool. To be able to remember that though, like I think that would be reassuring going through life, like saying like I remember being before I was born. Like to me, I remember the only thing I remember is I remember this. Have you ever seen the movie Contact? And if you haven't, I completely understand. It's a really old movie. It came out in like 92, but it's with Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. And she goes and like has contact with like spiritual beings because she creates and builds this crazy machine, and she's like talking about how it's like the first contact the earth ever has. It's a very interesting movie. It's very cool. I definitely recommend you see it if you haven't. But there was this part on where she had gone through this experience, and to her it was like they were like you just fell through, right? But for her, she felt like she was there for days and having this like true transcendental experience with these other beings. I remember seeing there's like a beach there. It was like a purple hue. And then like you look out into everything. And I just remember that's the only thing I remember from like when I was really little is like a beach that I had seen before that was like mainly clouds. But that's the only thing I remember that even comes close to something like that. Because I always kind of like thought about that and thought about, okay, what did I experience? What did I see? But yes. Ethan, so are you, I'm not really understanding love. Are you asking things, trying to ask things telepathically? Because I don't, may not be showing all of your messages because I feel like they're coming in a little broken. But I definitely want to answer you for sure because I feel like you've been like asking. But I feel like the messages is coming in broken. Well, that's okay, honey. I remember everything is horrible. I wish I opted out because I could have. The thing is, though, is that it's it's hard during this life, but it's such a beautiful experience because I first like I've gone through some really horrible, terrible things within my life. Stuff that that's been terrible. But I've learned through that process that everything negative that has ever happened to me has been a blessing in some type of way because it's got me to a place where I am now and like how I spiritually evolved and changed as a person. I feel like as much as life kind of sucks, I think that the hard parts are supposed to prepare you for the good parts later. And you have to go through, I think a lot of times you have to go through like really hard experiences in life, you know, loss, grieving, just difficult times with people and interactions in order to get to a point where you kind of understand life and understand the beauty of life because you have to go through the bad in order to get to the good, you know? That's just my opinion. So there's been times when I've sat there and I've, you know, I wanted to exit, self-exit, you know, it is what it is. But then I realized, you know, this life is actually really beautiful. It's like a gift, you know what I mean? Like, this is just, but it sucks. Like, you always want to go back to home, you know, especially if you remember it, right? They wanted you to opt out. I did ask, but it seems you see with others. I don't really understand what you're asking though, hun. That's what it says. So like, I mean, a lot of things that came in is like I'm asking you, but I think it was like making it came in like broken. I don't understand what you're saying. But it could just be because the questions that you're asking are outside of my realm of what I know and I understand, and that's totally okay. But that's why I was asking if there was something that came through that didn't make sense. Because I was trying to like wait to see what you were saying so to see if it like came through and I could make sense of it. I never wanted to exist, especially self-exit. I wish I didn't come now. Clearance of... Okay, hun. Um, but I wish it didn't come now. Is it just because everything's hard? Ooh, see how it's burning, lighting like that? Means that there's an energy to be cleared. Yeah, I probably don't understand. That's okay. That won't keep some demons. Oh, I know it absolutely won't. Trust me. This is actually for evoking. White sage is for evoking spirits. So it cleanses, but it also evokes. I said evokes. I always get the like invoke and evoke wrong, but the meaning's the same. Sage actually won't keep any demon away, in my opinion. I don't think it'll keep any demon away. I think it'll keep like a low vibrational frequency or like something funky. It'll clean the air. It's more of like a cleaning the air. I think a lot of people turn to it as like a tool to be able to, like a fix-all, but it definitely doesn't. I think it's more of a, I think it just helps me raise my vibration too sometimes. Clear things out, helps me have some clarity and focus. I lit it just now so I could have some focus and some clarity. Also like the way that it smells. It smells so good. Sage can keep a little away. Have you ever rolled up on a fresh field of sage? It wasn't a field, but there is this, it's called Wagnall's Memorial. It's in Canal, Winchester, Ohio. They have like a huge herb garden, and it's in the back of a funeral home and library. It's like a crazy, it's like a beautiful, beautiful, like, looks like almost like a castle place, and it's gorgeous. But that's the most I ever seen. It was like a huge, huge garden of sage. It was really pretty, but never like a big field. No, I live in Ohio, so the biggest thing that I've seen like herb wise is like a beautiful big field of lavender, but it was like crazy because it was like on the hill on the side. Man, I never had a better morning than smelling sage on the prairie in Wyoming after a thunderstorm. That sounds incredible. So I want to go to Wyoming so bad. I think everybody sleeps on Wyoming. I think it's, for everything that I've ever seen, it's like the prettiest state I've ever seen. And every single, it's like if you could go, like if I could go overseas, that's great. But I think there is so much beauty in like Wyoming. Oh my gosh, I've seen nothing but beautiful pictures. I was like, that's the one state I really want to go and visit. I was like telling myself, I want to go move out there and be with the land and the nature and all that stuff. Hi, Josh. How are you doing? I'm great. How are you doing? Wyoming, Montana, and South Dakota, North Dakota is where they meet. Is amazing. So I've heard of Montana too. I think that's pretty. South Dakota and North Dakota. I haven't really looked too much into North Dakota. See, I live over in the Midwest. So the only place I've been out west was I went to Arizona, which was beautiful. My uncle, he lived in the Grand Canyon National Park because he like worked in one of the restaurants. So I got to stay there, and we walked around the rim of the canyon at night when the wolves were howling at the full moon. It was like the coolest, most amazing experience. I just wanted to sit there and be like, it was so awesome. I hope you get a chance in this life to check it out. Me too. I would love that so much. You have no idea. I think it would be so great. I definitely will probably get a chance. I'm manifesting it, right? Um, I want to go to Switzerland too. Have you guys ever heard of Switzerland or see Switzerland? Oh my gosh. They have like these big, beautiful waterfalls. And I want to go to this, it's called a cenotes in like Mexico. They have like these big, huge caverns with these ice cold, clear waters. There's like a lot of E. coli in them, so I'm not sure if I want to go to them that much, but I'd love to go and visit and see that. I want to go travel sometime when my Grand Canyon was okay. The prairie and the mountains is where my heart is. See, I would love to go see just nothing but rolling land. In Ohio, we have like fields, but it's nothing like that. So crazy. I remember walking up on a moose, and to me, a moose was like the size of a deer. I did not realize that a moose was the size of a horse. And I was like, that's a moose. I'm like, that's the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. I had no idea that they were that big, because you just don't think they're that big. Like where I'm from, I'm like, that's so big. I'm guessing I live there in another life. That would be wonderful. Just travel? Yes, I will. Well, I have lots of kids right now, and they're really little. So when they get a little older, Mama's going to take on a big backpacking trip somewhere and enjoy myself and go have fun. You know, all the funsies. I can't wait. I want to go. There's so many places I want to go. My daughter, she's the oldest of them. Well, besides for the other daughter, but she's older, and she's like, Mom, we're going to go everywhere. And I was like, yeah. I said, we're going to get an RV, and we're going to drive all around and go with the flow. I'm excited. It'll be a lot of fun. She wants to be a marine biologist, so I told her, I said, well, we'll go a whole summer before you go to college, and we'll travel the whole summer around. It'll be lots of fun. I just want to travel. I think I'm okay with having a home base, but I like the idea of having like an RV or like a tiny home, so that I could be able to come back to like a place that feels familiar, but also enjoy everything that's outside of me. You know, because I like having the home base. And that's why I think people that do like the tiny home movements, I'm like, that would be the coolest thing ever. I could totally live and just go with the flow. There's this one people, they're called the Pink Flamingo. They have a catamaran, and she was a hairdresser, and they were both hairdressers, and they decided they were going to spend their money good, and they invested in real estate. And now they live on a catamaran that's like the price of a house that they barely have to pay for, because they have investment properties. So they're just literally sailing around the world with their kids in the cleanest, most beautiful water, jumping, seeing all of this like beautiful experience. They can watch TV in their house on the water. Like, it's just the coolest thing ever. And then they just have to be really knowledgeable about sailing and stuff like that. But to me, it's like, that's the life, dude. That's where I want to go, you know? Let me live on your boat for a while and learn how you do it, and then I'll do it myself. You too? Yes, Alex. If you leave Montana through Bitterroot Mountains, South Missoula, it's amazing. I almost hit 4 moose going into Idaho. They're so big. They are. I've never seen a moose up front. And I remember the first time I went to Arizona, we were driving in the Grand Canyon, and there was one that was as tall as a sign. I'm like, what was that? And they're like, that's a moose. I'm like, there's no way. That thing is huge. They can dive really deep too. And they're huge. I guess you can aggravate them too. You don't want to piss one off. It's almost, so Bitterroot Mountains of South Missoula. I've heard of Missoula. What's your favorite place to go in the whole world, Joe? I want to go so many places. Where's my vision board? I have my vision board somewhere. I put on it everywhere I wanted to go, but I can't find it. I don't know. You're supposed to have your vision board like accessible so you can look at it and view it. And I haven't viewed it at all. I've done most of it though, besides for write a book and to get a silver play button. That's my other thing. That'll probably happen next year. Or this year, depending. Oh, there. I think it's good. Hi, JJ. How are you doing, honey? How's your day going? Greetings from New Jersey. My dad was from New Jersey. My stepdad was from New Jersey. Jersey. That's cool. Hello, Sunil. How are you? Welcome, everybody. My name is Erin. How's everybody doing? Hanging out with me tonight? We're just hanging out and talking about stuff. Not too bad. Not too bad. Do you have a Jersey Mike's there? I love Jersey Mike's. That's what we have here. I'm good. Just dealing with the energy from the eclipse. Everything was kind of feeling funky for a little while. Germany. Hello. What time is it in Germany right now? What time is it in Germany, Daniel? I hear you German people can party. I was watching this video. They were like, we go to the club at like, and we leave the next day at like 1 p.m. I'm like, what? I was like, you'll party. I love that. I lived in Ohio at one point. Kind of weird I met you. Oh, you did? Where'd you live in Ohio? Sunil, thank you. Yes, Hot Funny Real. That's my homegirl. I love her. Tell her I said hello and that she's amazing and that I love her. She's an amazing person. 6:41. 6:41. What time? Oh, it's 6:40. Is it AM or PM? AM, right? What time is it right now? It is 12:42 AM here. Thank you, Sunil. Yeah, it's 12:42 AM here. It's so literally late. Florida? I used to live in Florida. No, I'm in Ohio. I'm in Ohio. Good old fun. A lot of people sleep on Ohio. There's like a lot of funny things that go around about it, but it's the most beautiful state in the world. There's like beautiful, like there's lakes, there's Great Lakes, and there's big huge caves and stuff. My favorite is probably Glacier National Park, but only because it's so close to the prairie and native women. That's not weird. That's not weird. How's the weather there? Well, we just had a tornado this weekend. A car flipped upside down on the freeway, and we lost a whole bunch of trees. There was no sirens, though, that went off. So everybody was like, what happened to the system? Because every Wednesday where we live in our city, they sound the alarms to make sure that they're working. Well, there was a tornado the night before around 2 a.m. and then there was a tornado the next day at 10 a.m. And I was driving in it. I didn't see the tornado because it was like in a different part of the city, but it did go through our area. It broke my umbrella, my all my patio furniture, everything that was outside is broken. It broke my mailbox. Like one of the trees broke. It was crazy. Have you heard? Yes, I've heard of Canton. Most of my family lives. How's the weather where you're at, though? Most of my family lives in Cincinnati. I'm about an hour away in Lexington, Kentucky. I always wanted to go to Kentucky. I always felt like it would be like I was like, if I had to move away, I'd probably go move to like Kentucky. Because I feel like it would be like quiet and calm. And my friend lives in Kentucky too, so. Yo, what should I get my girlfriend for her birthday? She likes rings, flowers, dresses, and she does soccer, volleyball, and cheer. So girls like the most thoughtful thing, like if it comes from like a thoughtful place. So I would pair it with like a couple different things. You can do something thoughtful, and you can do like something like jewelry. You can't go wrong with a jewelry, but make sure if you're getting jewelry that you're getting like real sterling silver or something like that, because you don't want to get something that will turn her hand like green. And if you get like silver, it's not super expensive like white gold, but then you can she can use it and keep it for the rest of her life. Because a lot of times girls, they get stuff from guys and they still keep them even years and years later. Like I have stuff from when I was a kid that people had given me, so you could do something like that. I have I got some earrings that I sell in my shop, which are really good deals, and they're sterling silver. You can do that, or you can, but something meaningful. A lot of times you can do, it would be fun. You can maybe like learn how to make paper flowers on YouTube. Those are fun. And it's like a really affordable thing. You can get like some tissue paper or something, or you can go and just get something small. Girls really like that stuff though. They really like thoughtful things. I did this thing one time for my partner where I said, my love is so big for you that it's reached this part of the world. And you guys can see the video on this. But I had wrote all over social media everywhere. And I said, please take a picture of the area that you're in. And then write on a post-it note, my love is so big for you, it's reached this area, right? So I had pictures from like all over the world, Egypt and Switzerland and Russia and Uruguay, like tons and tons of places, China. And they would take a picture and it would be the background of like something that they see or something cool within their area. And then I compiled it all into a video, and then I played the video for him. That was completely, so my love is so big for you, it reached this part. And you can see I'm putting on my videos, but I put it, and there's, if you can't find, you can go onto Facebook, and there's groups that do those kind of things too, that if you need to find like things, and do that really quick, so that's a fun way. It's hot and I feel it. I'm asking a girl to be my girlfriend. Someone got any tips? Ooh, I'm in South Dakota. No, I am in Ohio. Girl, ask friend to be your girlfriend. Any tips? Just come authentically and sweetly. Maybe make a card. Girls like flowers, you know what I mean? Or a flower that can be planted, something that stays, or like a piece of jewelry. You know, you can find things all over the place. You know, even like a $10 piece of jewelry, something that's memorable. Like, you should be my girl. You know, be sweet. Hi, Care Bear. Weather is hot here. I feel it. I like Vermont and New Hampshire better than Ohio. I've never been to Vermont or New Hampshire. I would definitely be I gave my girlfriend a white gold heart in 7th grade. See? That's so sweet. I remember I got a bracelet that said well-behaved women very rarely make history, which was a weird thing to get, but it was really sweet. And I got like boxes. Like I got a little mini jewelry box that was flip up that had gold. Somebody made me a blanket. I kept that forever. Get her an index one. Yeah, no problem. I've been rejected 5 different times. Care Bear, just do it and don't think about it. Exactly. Rejection is protection. Amen. I was just about to say that. Rejection is protection. Sometimes you just got to shoot your shot. The world's hard. You just got to shoot your shot. Not all the guys are really doing that nowadays. You just go for it. Just be like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Girls like that. They like thoughtfulness. They like thoughtfulness and caring. If you struggle further than that, and you want to learn about this thing called social dynamics, it's a really cool thing that you can learn about. It's almost about how to present yourself a certain way, or talk to people a certain way in order to, you know, have the benefit of the doubt. I know a lot of people who are very introverted use that as a way to, yeah, definitely in a traditional phase. I would like to know when everything will fall into place. Let's see. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Josh. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. Please subscribe and like the live. Your girl's trying to do, and I'm also a professional psychic, so that's what we're doing right now. Traditional phase. So, I definitely see. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know his name yet. We had Fred, but we need to throw some more names in the rings before we make our decision. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you definitely are in a transitional phase. I definitely see that. I feel like all that we're really looking for right now is stability. I don't think that you're asking for a lot. I don't think you're asking to be like, just, I think you just really want life to be even for you. I don't think you want to have unexpected things happening at every turn, right? I feel like you're very self-sufficient. You're very secure within yourself, and I feel like you have gone through a life where some things just switch up for you really quickly. We're seeing intense and sudden changes that also lead to sometimes tragedy and reevaluation of like how things think and act and are. And Spirit says that this is something that hasn't happened so much as now, because you've made a lot of changes within yourself and how you handle things. And I feel like things aren't just going crazy for you anymore. I think that you paid a lot of your dues earlier in life. Spirit says when it comes to transitional thing, I think that you are in a transition right here. We see an emotional awakening happening, right? And a lot of personal growth. So it means like you've done a lot of healing lately. You've done your own thing. You've been doing your own thing. But Spirit is also saying that you're not necessarily trusting your intuition very much. It says that you have a lot of inner wisdom that people don't necessarily see out on the surface. And Spirit says that you use that kind of like as your like uh, personal shield, right? Spirit says your best friend right now is consistency. It says that you're a reliable and patient person. You have a strong will, and it says life will really improve for you when we're working on our time management. So it says work on your time management. Sometimes it's important to just give up control of things and allow things to happen. Let go of reckless spending and release the past. It says all of this energy is really shifting for you, and I feel like we're about to level up for you. But we just need to release fear, find the truth within things, let go of suppressed emotions, and gain clarity. Yay! Ooh, messages held from you. The girl I'm asking is a short Latina. Oh, well then definitely, Latina girls are really all about, they love to be, like, have things thoughtful. Like, thoughtfulness is the most, is like, real. I know I grew up around a lot of Latina girls. They love when people are thoughtful and genuine and authentic. So if you do something that's nice and caring for it, do things without any strings attached. When you give freely without expecting anything in return. So if you give her something and you want her to be your girlfriend and she says no, be okay with that and still let her keep, let her do the thing. But Spirit says that they really do. They love authenticity. All girls do. That was deep. You're welcome. I am a Leo, August birthday. Oh, I love I'm a Leo rising. I get it. Hey, so much black magic on me. I was wondering how I can protect myself in the future. So you want to grab yourself some black tourmaline. You can do black tourmaline or smoky quartz. If you want, you can message me after this and I can tell you where to get some. I do have some in my shop, but anytime, just get yourself black tourmaline quartz. There's this thing called a limpia de huevo, okay? And what it is where you get, it's based in like Catholicism. That's where it originated. And you take an uncooked egg, and it kind of works as like a magnet with like negative energy, right? And you rub it all over your body, kind of close into your inner aura, right? Like this. And it removes any curse, any negative thing, and it takes it into the egg, right? Because eggs are extreme protection tools. You take it, you take a glass that's clear, a clear glass, doesn't have any divots into it. You fill it 75% of the way with water, right? You crack the egg open into it, and then you can make a video on here and tag me, and I'll read your egg for you for free. Which I do that for everybody. And then I think, Britta, you tagged me when I didn't get a chance to read yours. I'll read it after this. But you read your egg, and then I want you can take salt to purify it and then flush it down the toilet. If you want to return the energy, red pepper flakes and then salt, and then flush it down the toilet. But that will remove any negative energy off you anytime. And it's the cheapest, most effective curse removal that you can absolutely do. It works every time. I've never had a time when it doesn't work for me. There's been times I've done it and an egg is completely rotted on the inside. Like I've filmed videos, and that's when I had like really bad curse sent to us too. But El Limpia de Huevo, it's a really incredible tool to use, based in Catholicism roots. Like it's a really, and you just rub it all over your body like a magnet. If you like, it's right here, then like, or it gets stuck somewhere, like you feel like you feel better with it there, spend a little bit more time. It's a magnet to get rid of all the negative things. So it's like sucking it all in. I need that done like yesterday. Do it. Do it. I mean, you just go do it to your fridge right now. And if you want me to read your egg, I'll read it. A lot of times if there's bubbles inside of it, it means like somebody's like putting energy onto you, or they're really watching you really closely. If there's needles, it means that you're getting in your own way. But the eggs can be read really clearly, and it's, even with you breaking it, you take it off, but you want to make sure you don't put it down the sink. You flush it down the toilet, because you don't want to have that energy stuck within your home. Flush it down the toilet, gets mixed up with that. Salt on top. Everybody has salt, everybody has an egg, and everybody has a cup of water. So you've got this. So do it. A lot of people won't do it, but I'm telling you, you'll feel instantly better when you do it. It doesn't change a lot. It feels like different within certain parts of your body. You can use it all over. It's a really cool thing. I did a video on here, and I also posted a video that somebody made that is about like interpreting the egg cleanse. They call it an egg cleanse. So if you guys look on my videos, you can find that, interpreting an egg cleanse, and it will talk about that. Yeah. Black what? Oh, black tourmaline or smoky quartz. So you can get like a bracelet or any kind of jewelry. This is my black tourmaline. I carry my black tourmaline around with me all the time. So I have bracelets. And I have bracelets for sale too if you want one. It's just, it'll be $14, and that will include shipping as long as you're in the United States. So it'll be free shipping for that. But you can message me, but I can get you a piece of black tourmaline. Or if you don't want that, you can do a $3 piece of smoky quartz and black tourmaline that I can get to you. And then it would just be 7 to ship. So it'd be like 13 for 2 crystals. But I could send it to you and send you directions and exactly what it is. And how it works and all of that stuff. But black tourmaline is my best friend when it comes to any kind of protection energy or work. And smoky quartz is incredible too. This is a piece of smoky quartz and citrine. This helps with a lot of things. But I know my shit. Like I own a crystal shop. So it's all. So if you have questions or have any things that you're concerned about, I got you. Like I literally have. There's like 500 rings right there, so I know what I'm talking about. So if you guys have questions about crystals, your girl knows what to do. Hi, I'm new here. What is the vibe tonight? We're just chilling. We're chilling. We're hanging out. We're talking about spirituality. I am Erin. I'm a medium and I'm a reader. And I do psychic readings for people. So if you have questions, all you have to do is subscribe and then you can ask a question. I'm giving you a little bit of extra tonight usually. Usually I just do like a yes or no, but tonight we'll talk a little bit more in depth because we're just here and I'm just trying to get my my YouTube popping because in February you're gonna have to have like 8,000 watch hours, and right now it is 3,000. So I'm trying to get monetized before February. So I'm gonna be going live a lot, and we'll talk about stuff, and we'll just do readings, and that way it's an even exchange of energy. Also, if you're here and you're just hanging out in the background, doesn't do anything or cost anything to like the live. It helps me so much. So much, and I appreciate you guys so much for being here, and thank you everybody who's coming here over from Hot Funny Real. Tell her I love her. But yes, lots of good information. I have a lot of knowledge about everything. So any kind of good questions you guys have about spirituality or anything you want to know or an experience you had and you kind of never were able to explain it or numbers you see or anything like that, ask about it and it'll work. Yeah, sterling silver. Yes, I love sterling silver. Hey, do Catholics also talk about sorcerers? I read mine and do curses. So yeah, so Catholics do. They're kind of against it in a sense, but at the same time though, they're literally doing rituals in the church. You know, they're taking in the blood of Christ and doing the, you know, the offering. What is it? The offering, the bread, the body and the blood, you know what I mean? And then the holy water, like blessing and water, and then you got a priest doing a ritual. I mean, they're just basically doing rituals within a church under a different guise, right? You had family from Switzerland? See, that's so cool. I want to go to Switzerland so bad. That's like my bucket list. If I'd go anywhere, it'd be Switzerland, and then I'd probably do Wyoming too right after that. Those are literally both of them. I love all of that stuff. Switzerland would be so fun. My family, I am native in Romanian. I have my native name. My name is Miscoadesi Ique. That means painted turtle lady. Let me sage you guys. I've had a question on my mind for a really long time about my gender. Can you do read for me if I should transition or not? I'm subscribing now. Absolutely. Let's look into it. I was ejected from my truck last year and my arm was ripped off somehow. That's all that happened. I walked away. I should have been dead. I have a hard time understanding that sometimes. Wow. First off, that sucks you had to go through that. Were they able to reattach it? I'm not sure how that process goes. Or did you just kind of down an arm right now? That sucks, but really glad that you're here with us because that's crazy to be ejected and just like that's, I mean, the circumstances suck, but for you to be here, there's definitely angels watching over you for sure. That's crazy. It is hard to understand, especially when you go through, you don't realize how much you use your arms until you can't use it. Like, I've only ever like just like damaged it with like an injury or something like that. But it's a hard transition to go through. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see here. Original Russian spy. Gender identity. So Spirit says that you have gone through this and you've gone through it back and forth a little bit. I feel there's just hesitation all around it. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're not really sure if it's the right timing. That's all it feels like. It just feels like there's a timing issue here. Yeah, hold on. I think that it's all about waiting until things get a little bit more cleared up. So Spirit's saying maybe like a lot of it, the reason you haven't made the decision is there's a lot of fear around the decision. It's definitely something that shows that this is something that you would like to do. I think there's a lot of pain. I think it will help you release your pain, accept a lot of different things within yourself, right? But Spirit is also saying that it's important for you to fight for what you believe in, right? I feel like right now the timing isn't right for that. I think there just needs to be more medical advancements in order for you to get the results that you're looking for. But Spirit says overall that there's a cause and effect and that things could work out for you if you decide to do it down the line. Spirit says take a little bit of time and allow things to work through like that. I'm going to ask you about some of my family that passed on one of your lives. I had a cousin that got murdered a couple months ago in Cincinnati. I'd like to know if he's okay. Just let me know when that's okay. Okay, let's look. So the thing is that we can't always guarantee that the right spirit that you're looking for is coming through, right? And just because of the pure of the facts that they're also doing things over in the spirit field, doing their own things, right? So it's a lot more effective if you invite them to come and then they come and meet up at a certain time. Sometimes they're not there. The person that I see around you right now is kind of a younger person, and they have like darker hair and dark brown eyes, and their hair is like shorter, and it's got like a really defined line right here. It's kind of hard to describe. They're not super tall. They're about like average height, and it is a male. And then like just like not a lot of facial hair, so it may not be them, but that's the energy that I have coming forward within you. Let me know if that resonates with you. If not, we'll just move on. That makes so much sense. Thank you. I've been anxious about it. You're an angel. Thank you, sugar. Good luck with everything. You've got this. It's gonna be okay. I think just wait a little bit of time for I think we just want, it's such a big decision and deal that you want to make sure that the technologies has advanced. I really feel like within AI everything will change even within 10 years, so give it maybe even 10 years and then you'll really feel like confident about it. I think we just want to make sure we have a successful surgery. Thank you, Joe. But yes, that was the spirit that I had around you. I'm not sure if you're in here yet. I kind of scrolled down a little bit. What if I told you that sometimes it's generational? Just because you've gone through it doesn't mean it was this time or even you. I believe that. I believe that our DNA holds something specific within it, and that we embody the specific DNA of people, like our family, before we're born. Unless they have healed that, like, generational issue, then it travels through within our DNA, and it's up to us to heal that energetically. That's why I feel like there's such things like generational curses, but I absolutely believe you there. Hi, Dylan. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. If you're new here, also, I would love it if you would just like the live. It helps me so much. I appreciate you guys watching. But we're talking about lots of cool stuff. Vibrations. If you guys have any spiritual questions or anything like that you want to know about spirit, let me know. I got you. Life is good. All you have to do is subscribe, and I will answer your psychic question. I'm a professional psychic. I've been doing this for a very long time. Very long time. So, are you an atheist? Absolutely not. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. I believe that I don't conform to Christianity. I think all paths lead home for sure. I believe in like a consciousness and a oneness, also like God, that rules everything. And I believe that we're like this, God is the hand, we're the fingers of God, and that we're part of God, like you and me are God, but we're also our own individual person. I think that what makes us different is our ego, and like my personality, your personality, that's what makes us different. But at the end of the day, we all come back home. I just think that we're all here to learn things specifically. But yeah, I absolutely believe in God for sure. What is a spirit? A spirit to me is it could be somebody who's crossed over, like agnostic, yeah, in a sense. A spirit is somebody who has crossed over, so it could be a spirit, or there's different types of spirits, so that you can have like human spirits or like tree spirits, things like that. So it's all of that kind of combining to one. It just depends. Like there's also egregores, um, and like union spirits. It's like the trees are all part of like one spirit, but they all have like their individuality and things with like cats and dogs and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but also they gave you the option of coming to Earth, especially if your DNA is limited or has something important to do. I literally remember them telling me, "No, it's not your time." But I remember saying, "No, it's my turn." Oh, thank you, Carson. Hi, baby. Yeah, I feel like sometimes we just come down here to experience things. I think that coming to Earth is like it's a big deal. You know, a lot of lost souls and spirits that bid to come to Earth to learn things and be a part of this. It's like only the best of the best come. So you should feel happy about yourself. What if you die to that dang ego? So I had an ego death before when I took a whole bunch of mushrooms one time, and I got explained a lot of different things within that situation. It was really cool. I've talked about my mushroom experience before, but it changed my life completely 180. Like, I went home, I decided I wanted a divorce from a guy that I was perfectly happy with before I had the experience. Like, I changed everything about my life. But I definitely think that I had what's called an ego death. An ego death is like recognizing like my higher self. And I realized like how I was just like a part of everything and all that stuff. It's really important. Really cool. It's hard to explain right now because I'm a little tired. It's like 1:07 a.m. in the morning for me here. But if you go back and watch one of my previous lives, it talks about that in there. It's very cool. It's very cool. Thank you, Carson. She's like, crystal ball, witch guy, crystal ball. I love it. I love the nails, though, too. Don't look at my nails. I think I'm going to take these nails off. They just keep popping off. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're really cute. They're fun. Look how fun they are. Very witchy and fun. They're pink that way and like blue. They're blue that way. But yeah. Hi, 2 on here. It's 2. I definitely remember saying I want to feel. I think that's really cool. I definitely feel like that was a real, like that definitely something that happened to you. Like how freaking cool is that though, to be able to remember that kind of thing? Like that in itself is a gift. Like you remember the other side. You remember that there's more to us than just being down here in this little video game we call life. You know what I mean? That's really cool. I wonder sometimes what family member it is. Thank you, Josh. What family members here around me that no longer is here. So they come and go. Like, sometimes they're here and they're chilling and they're hanging out, and then other times they're not, and then other times they come within the astral, right? Because everything is happening all on top of each other. It's like a quantum thing. But when it comes to like who's hanging out with you, like a lot of the times what I do is I ask my ancestors to like make a sign to show me that they're here with me, and then they'll show me that specific thing. Like your reticular activating system is like triggered, and you can see that. So like every time, so my mom died and my dad died. So with my mom, I say that I have like show me a peacock. So every time I see a peacock feather, I know her energy's with me, and I'll see it in the most random of places. Or she'll just say hi because it's a little different with me, but still. I met a psychic in San Francisco that literally flipped out at me, wanting me out of her studio. That's weird. Why? Why would anybody do that? I think a lot of people do that, and they like, or that's the, sometimes they're psychic that are ego based. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think people who like freak out about that kind of thing, they don't necessarily understand certain things. I've never been in an experience where I wanted somebody to leave me, even when I met some really dark people. And I'm not saying you're dark at all. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying even in those experiences when something like that come up, I've never been like, get away from me. Because I feel like that's not how that works. That's not how life should work. You should be like, what's going on? Why are you here? What's your path? You know what I mean? I wonder what had happened. Did they say that you had like some type of energy? I wonder. Let's see. Will your ex ever call you again? Dylan, if you subscribe, I will ask Spirit. $111. So I'm going to hop off here in about 19 minutes because I'm tired. Will my ex ever call me again? Spirit says yes, but it's not going to be within the time frame that you're looking for. I feel like a lot of things will happen in between then. I said you'll call, you'll get some clarity about things, but it says that it will be a little bit longer than you had expected. I think that they've had decisions on whether or not they should call you and they shouldn't call you, but then some type of personal issue comes up where they're limited. But Spirit says that once everybody has changed and as people and have understanding, they find balance and put their priorities in order, that's when there'll be conversations had. Damn, I don't want to say it was a palm reading. So they looked at your palm. I wonder what anybody would see within a palm. Because like when you do palms, it's just lines. They just tell you like lines on certain things. Like they can see if you've done something bad or you have like a cross or like how many kids you're going to have, how long you'll live till. But your palms are always changing constantly. I dabbled in palm reading. It's fun to do like at like parties and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh, you're going to have... I was so funny. I sat here and I'm like, it shows that I'm going to have 6 kids. And I'm like, there's no way. Because I was like looking at it later. I'm like, there's no way. And then I end up having 6 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. And an X for twins because I had twins. Thank you for your time, Erin. I really... Thank you, Josh. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. That's true. I felt like I need to work things out in my own life first. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, sometimes that happens. We just like gotta do our own thing. I think a lot of times too, it's that we never really get clarity over certain things. We're like, I just want to know what happened or how things. It's almost like needing that like last conversation to find peace about things. Oh no! I burned a hole in the ground. No bueno. Did I just do that? I just burned a hole in the ground. Oh well. $122. That's a sign from Spirit. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Guys, I'm going to end the live a little early. Okay, never mind. Spirit said no. Spirit says wait a little bit. When they didn't want me to come to Earth, you know, what they told me not. Insert name. I don't remember. Should go so I wouldn't mess it up. They said it was Babylon. I said, so they got... Is it a 420 hole? No, it's a sage hole. They said, no, don't do... Don't do them then. Listen to them. Do Native Americans have a book about demons and curses? Yeah, sometimes a lot of the information with natives, it's all passed down through like family. A lot of it's family knowledge. You can go to like tribes and stuff like that, or even look online. There's like natives that have like created books and stuff like that. But it's more of like if you're looking for general knowledge, you can go to tribes and ask them. They usually, a lot of them has a Facebook page, like the one my family's tribe, Little River Band of Ottawa Indians. You can reach out to them and ask them stuff like that, or even just go on. Peace. Sorry. Oh, you didn't drag me, honey. It's 1:30 a.m. and I had a really long and hard and not super awesome day. And I wasn't going to come on yesterday or today because I've been tired, but I have to do a video after this, so that solar eclipse is really draining us all, but I have to do a video after this, so I was going to go on... I swear I didn't listen. I remember for decades. I didn't remember for decades. That's okay. You remember now. Don't do them. I also don't believe that marijuana is a drug. I feel like it is a like plant medicine if used in the correct way. So I'm a strong believer in like plants coming from the earth not being that. It was nice to meet you. It was nice meeting you too. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe and turn that little bell on. I go live often doing readings all the time, so lots of good stuff. Alright, I'm headed off. You guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow, my loves. Good night, guys.